The Magic Years is about as perfect as a Disney sing-along songs can get. I think that probably says a lot about my preferred Disney decades because every song in this I absolutely adored. This is the second of three installments in the collection of all-time favourites series, and basically the series is split into three with the very early years, these classic decades, and then some of the more recent ones. Well, recent at the time of release, and these are just absolutely beautiful. We do have Professor Owl introducing some of them, and I will go through the songs and share some thoughts, but basically I have nothing but praise for this. There is one song that I don't personally love that much, but it's not as if I don't like it. It's just maybe not to the same level as some of the others. So there will, of course, be spoilers as I go through the songs, but I'll just say very briefly, it's gorgeous. The variety is brilliant. We have a great variety of films, a variety of tempos within the songs, and we have one live action. And ordinarily, as I've mentioned before, I don't like it when we have loads of animation and just one random live action. It feels like it doesn't belong. But this song is so golden that I'm making an exception. So I'll go through the songs now. We start off with Peter Pan and You Can Fly, which I love. I feel like I'm going to get very repetitive with basically just saying I love all of these. So if I don't go into too much detail, we can just assume that I'm very, very happy. We then have the Bare Necessities from the Jungle Book, and then Mickey Mouse March from Mickey Mouse Club, which is one that I absolutely adore. We go back to Peter Pan with Following the Leader, and then The Sword in the Stone with That's What Makes the World Go Round. I love The Sword in the Stone. I feel like it's kind of an underrated film today with the younger generations. Certainly we don't see it being merchandised as heavily, the characters aren't talked about as much, but I love it, and the song's brilliant. We then have Sleeping Beauty, Once Upon a Dream, which is definitely a childhood favourite of mine. It's my favourite Disney princess film. And Oo-De-Lally from Robin Hood, which it doesn't matter what mood I'm in, that song will put a smile on my face. I absolutely adore it. Of course, we have a song from Cinderella with Bibbidi-Bobbidi-Boo. I am surprised there are no more songs from Cinderella in this. I was expecting a couple, but that's not a bad thing, just an observation. And then we have Bella Notte from Lady and the Tramp. And then we have the one that I mentioned before, where for me, it's not a personal highlight. And this is All in the Golden Afternoon from Alice in Wonderland. I don't love that film now as much as I used to as a child. I had the VHS, I wore it down, watching it a lot. But nowadays, I don't mind it, but it's definitely not one of my favourites. And the music in it is definitely not one of my favourite Disney soundtracks. But as I said, it's not a bad song. We then have another Sword in the Stone song, which I love, and this is Higitus, Figitus. I absolutely adore it. And then the live action, Mary Poppins, of course, with a spoonful of sugar. I think if I were to choose the Mary Poppins song, it's a brilliant, amazing, perfect song. Well, to be honest, I would have put in Step in Time, but I think Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious would have been a better choice for this selection. But as I said, it's still a perfect song. And then we have Scales and Arpeggios from the Aristocats, which I absolutely adore. And I think I'm going to have to rewatch the Aristocats just now. Not right now, but very soon. Because I haven't seen it all the way through in a very long time, but I used to watch it constantly. And then we end with The Jungle Book and I Want to Be Like You. How perfect is that song selection? As I said, the one from Alice in Wonderland is a tiny bit of a weak link for me, but nothing extensive. It's still an absolutely fine song, just not a personal favourite. But the rest of them are just beautiful. It is sensational. I am looking forward to the songs, or finding out what the songs are, in the third installment, which is Modern Classics. And I don't know when it was released, but I would predict we get the likes of The Lion King, maybe Toy Story if it's not too late. And I feel like it would be too late for Brother Bear, or Brother Bear would have been released too late. I'll find out. There's no use in speculating. I will find out in due course. But either way, Disney Sing-Along Songs, collection of all-time favourites, The Magic Years, lives up to its name. It is very magical and as perfect can be.